The problems created by our food system are too enormous and too entrenched to fix through individual willpower alone. Government intervention is required. These words from the author of the National Food Strategy, Henry Dimbleby. Hello, you're listening to Well-Intel Daily. I'm Annie Hood. This is the podcast that joins the dots on wellbeing perspective and everyday relevance. The domino effects of poor nutrition and ultra-processed food consumption across this country, across the UK and other countries, has shown truly ruinous results to all but the food companies raking in the cash. Their never mind the quality, just feel the width attitude and culture has been quite instrumental in the stats we now see that mean 60% of adults in the UK are now overweight or obese. And I don't know whether you've heard that phrase before, never mind the quality, just feel the width. I've known of it for many, many years, and it really sprung to mind when I was thinking about the offers we see in the supermarkets. Buy one, get one free, 3 for 2. It's very seldom on nutritious, fresh food. You never see that in the broccoli aisle, as an example, more's the pity. And I used to be 100% in the personal responsibility camp of expecting and feeling that it was the right thing for you and I to make our own sensible food choices that meant buying higher nutrition, fresh, flavoursome and healthy food. But my head has been turned in more recent years, and not least by the work Henry Dimbleby has done. And his work shows incontrovertibly that the government must hold food manufacturers to account. Sadly, the government's response to his work was pretty woeful. And the sum of that response appeared to hover around both indecision and an inability to own the issues. And exactly to that end, the ownership of the issues around the food system, around what the population consumes, and the domino effects into lifestyle illness, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and all sorts of other things. It's problematic because the issues are spread across several government departments that are not aligned. So this gargantuan issue falls between the gaps, and it's been allowed to do that. So what is the solution? Do we wait for government? No, of course not, but I'll come on to that in a moment. We all have to play our part as citizens, leaders, parents, school governors. We can raise the game through our own examples, you and I, how we talk about food, how we eat, explaining why we make certain decisions, inspiring employees to cook and learn this most basic foundation of life and living. But for government, a Secretary of State for Human Wellbeing, whose role it is to galvanise a culture that owns the health and well-being of every citizen from every perspective. They gather the red threads across every government department. They gain alignment and drive progress on the issues that matter. I'd love to see that happen. Tomorrow, we welcome the always fabulous Stella Foti, who is the founder and managing director of Wellbeing Escapes. Please share, follow, and of course, be well.